Alright, I think we might be safe. Good morning. Here I am on one of my morning walks, and just wanted to test it out, but just kind of wanted to document like the second week of my 15,000 to 17,000 step count goal lifestyle. Long story short, I'm getting married nearly 1 year from today, and my fiance and I have always been, since we, even before meeting each other, always been like active, doing different sports, working out in the gym. But we definitely like go to the gym together for a while. We've done 75 hard at least 3 times, potentially 3.5. Honestly, my memory's a little foggy. Yeah, I think we've done 4 different renditions of 75 hard. So anyways, make sure I don't get hit by a car. But yeah, long story short, we go to a trainer twice a week that kicks the shit out of us. Her name is Anna. She's incredible. And we do, heavy push day on Fridays, all upper body and stuff like that. And then we do a leg day on Sundays. And in between, I try to do a push and a pull on my own. I keep the legs to the trainer, just so I don't throw out my back. Anyways, so from all the fitness content I've watched, it's really like that, getting that step count over 10,000 to 15,000. In a perfect world, 20,000 is an exceptional way to get in great shape. And I'm in like pretty solid shape right now, but my goals, it would be awesome before I turn 30. Not before I turn 30 on the day, but like in that spirit, to actually have visible abs for once in my life. I was a very skinny kid growing up, and I still never had a single ab to count because I didn't really train it. So I didn't do like gymnastics or anything like that. Stuff like football, my awful basketball skills did not train my core super well. And so yeah, it's something I would like to do. So maybe by the time I get married, I'll have at least like a 3.5 pack, And we're back. All right, so I was going by like a really loud factory, and also there's some people around here just sitting and enjoying their morning. Last thing I want to do is come in here fucking talking about my life. But the funny thing is, while I was readjusting my shot, I learned that I was keeping you guys like way down here. It's very strange. So I learned, this is a better angle. Look at that. All right, could be worse. But the funny thing is, every time I go from the settings to shoot mode, essentially, it says like, hey, try portrait mode, which I know is like a nice feature to have, but I take it personally like, oh, you definitely need a little bit of softening, a little bit of filtering. So, but I'm trying. It actually looks pretty good. So I do love portrait mode on iPhone. Anyways, I'm getting 15 to 17,000 steps so far this week. I'll put the screenshot up on screen right now. And these are just the different ways I do it. So for right now, or at least like the last week, I would do 4 laps around my building. That's about a mile. There were some days I did 2 laps, and there was a day I did 6 laps. Sure, there'll be a day I do 8 laps when it's just like really nice weather. Today it's like pretty muggy, but I'm just over here, hopefully not get hit by a car. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I thought this was a good excuse to try out the pendant of my new Insta360 Go 3S. It's really hard to say in hindsight, but it's pretty much it. I'll probably bring my Ambernick out here every once in a while to kind of play a couple levels of something. Is that a real cat or a fake cat? That's a real cat. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about the rationale and try out the camera. The pendant works pretty well, but I will say the this little makeshift selfie stick I made myself is pretty good. I'll just have to make sure to kind of do that if I want it to actually look good, but I'm not super worried about it. All right, we're going back to the factory, so back to silent walking later. This is pretty cool. I can see actually using this in the city, which will make for some great shots, because I'm not as embarrassed to hold this thing out and use it as I am with the selfie stick, you know? For right now, this is great. So I'll have to check, I'll have to check the sound quality of this. I think I lose like one microphone to kind of stabilize some of the wind noise and stuff. I know it's a wind reduction mode, but I've seen somebody test that, and I have, I think there's a cat. I've seen somebody test that, and it actually made their voice quieter, so, oh my god, got it's on. Anyway, so yeah, my right knee hurt only when I picked it up off the ground, so that was how I woke up. I was like, oh my god, I'm not even 30 yet. So, but the good thing is, yeah, I think I can easily do a mile and a half. I might do the full 2 miles this morning, just to kind of see what that feels like, and yeah, it's a lovely day out, so I'd rather get a little bit in now before it gets too hot out later, and maybe I can skip the 3:30 I've been doing in the afternoon, but Alright, to answer my previous inquiry, I think we're gonna go with just the mile and a half today, just because I do have to walk Duncan. And he's like probably chilling fine right now, but I don't know what time Sarah's meetings are in the morning, so it's just gonna be 8 a.m. when I finish this mile and a half, so we'll keep it to that for now and not go too crazy. And I'll hit the treadmill after dinner, so. Anyways, but this is my scattered thought process as I'm walking around, and this is, I guess, the straightaway that I think I get all my best ideas of, so let's finish this up. Let's get it. I already dropped my brand new camera in the rocks, and there were a couple dents in it, so we're doing great. It is an action camera after all. I was so busy doing my fun angles, I didn't even realize that I had hit the over a mile and a half already, so great. Good for me. Oh. Good morning, Mr. Man. Hello. I forgot you. Good morning. What are you doing up? Ready to go on? Oh, thanks for that. You ready to go on a walk? That's the walk over. Good job, bud. Oh. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Up, 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 up. Good boy. Go ahead. Good boy. Good job, bud. You did so good. You did so good. All right, say goodbye. It's incredible. Alright, so we're back. So we've done walk number 1, which ended up being 1.5 miles. And then we did walk number 1.25, which was a 3/4 walk with Duncan, who was being a huge pain in the ass. So right now, running over to Clubhouse Gym for a nice lunchtime workout. Just a 2.5 to 3 mile walk. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, let's get after it. Alright, that's another cardio session in the books. I'll put the clip in here. I guess we can take a look at my watch. So it was 43 minutes, 2.5 miles. It's typically what I do. It's 3.5 miles an hour on the tread, just as like a light impact type of way of getting my steps. And honestly, it's nice for the lunchtime, so I'm not just like sweating up a storm. So in a perfect world, I would do a mile or so in the morning, moderate pace, not get like too sweaty, but get some sun, get some fresh air. And then after that, around lunchtime, I do the treadmill, like I said, 3.5 miles an hour, do it for 40 minutes or so. It gives me a chance to shower up, get back to my work, get back to meetings, get back to whatever. And then after work, I rip half a Celsius and I do the 12-3-30, which honestly, I might be up for tonight, but my legs are pretty busted, so I might just end up doing another normal cardio session. But the nice part about doing this at home is that I just take another trip around the building, and it is beautiful out today. It's supposed to be like 90, but it doesn't feel that hot for a short period of time, so. Oh, but anyways, yeah, I was putting in, I filmed about 2 seconds of B-roll in the gym because there were people there. I'm not trying to bother anybody, but the clip came off of my treadmill as I was walking, so I almost died. So I had to kind of break the workout in half, and I always hate that. It's always mentally annoying, but that's pretty much it. So back to Duncan, back to Sarah, and back to work, I guess, but getting some sun. Not too bad. Not a bad way to live. So, yeah, that's that until that post-work grind. We'll see how it goes, but my hamstrings are way too tight to be doing such nonsense. All right, catch you after. I lied. So Sarah kicked me out because I was supposed to pick up her package from the mailroom, so we'll be getting her espresso order now. Of course, there's 2 different espresso orders. Wow, what are the odds? Well, this one was ours. Now I gotta blur it so I don't dox myself. Oh man. As I was opening the door, I was telling her how tight my hamstrings are. She just leaves out her hands, or opens her hands, I should say. And I'm like, yep, you're right. I'm supposed to bring this back after my workout. Oh my God, my legs. It's not the walking that's the problem. It's the hamstring curls after. So quite a lot. Delivery. Sir, can you sign for this? Sir. Alright, so we're going up for the last workout of the day, and then it's a little different. Some days I'll include lifting, that'll probably be tomorrow. Other days I do the 12-3-30. Today we're just doing a 30-minute walk, which I'll either watch YouTube videos or do editing on my phone. So let's go. It's starting to rain, but the one thing I want to shout out, the downside of working out this much is I have to do laundry more than usual, but the good side is I get to wear my new tank top, the Health is Wealth, from the Defining Duke podcast. So shout out to Maddie, shout out to Word Cognito, and Health is Wealth. Let's fucking get it. Let's get this 15. Alright, well that went better than I expected, so I'm really happy I did that. From the clip you just saw, I actually did the 12-3-30, and I would say it went the best that it's gone since I started this, and I've had the least amount of caffeine, so that's pretty damn good. I'm pretty proud of that, and honestly it was like a really good sweat, really good pushing myself. My hamstrings felt fine, better than when I was just hanging around the house, so I truly don't understand it. I don't know if it's just like I need to keep stretching throughout the day. I really want to try implementing that maybe, tonight into tomorrow and keep that as part of the thing. 5 minutes of stretching along with the 15,000, 17,000 steps. So I've definitely hit my step count, which is dope. Getting some fresh air, which is always nice. And I would say it's the first time since I started doing these 12-3-30s, including in the past, not part of this streak, that I got to like 20 minutes before like even worrying about the time. I was tracking it, but not like, oh God, I didn't touch the rail once, which was dope. So my point being that, what the fuck was I saying? I'm glad I did it. I feel really good doing it. I wasn't like fidgeting on my phone constantly. I'm usually like having to be in like my Google Sheets or Google Keep or Notion or something just to keep myself occupied. That's why I figured today was gonna be an editing day, but it was nice to just be kind of locked in, enjoying. There was a lot of people in the gym and I kind of fed off that energy to be like, you know what, fuck it. Keep it moving. Don't be, not don't be weak, but don't quit early. Stuff like that. And that was nice. It was a good feeling. It was cool to have my Health is Wealth tank top on, so I felt like I was doing something. Obviously it's a bit much to be like, oh, I had purpose because of this 30-minute cardio, but it's 30 more minutes than I would have done in the past, and that's on top of everything I've already done today. So it felt good to kind of just lock in, not be super distracted, not need all these stimuli, and to do something that I thought was going to be really hard and daunting and scary. Honestly, I had the realization today that it's like I get in my head about like not wanting to get hurt because I have the fear of failure of like ending my streak or whatever because I'm unable to keep going, and that's something I'm overcoming in the gym, where it's like, well, I can't go too heavy on set number 3 because then I won't be able to complete set number 5. So it was actually really healthy for me to just go today. I'm like, worst case scenario, I can't finish the full 30. I'll knock the incline down, and keep it moving and get those steps, or at least just get outside. I fail, I say screw it, and I just walk around the building once, and that should get me to the 15 at least, so I can keep the streak going. But no, it was really good. I like to turn my brain off for the other cardio, but the 12-3-30 is a nice challenge mentally, and then I feel good physically. I get a really good sweat, a truly good spiritual sweat going, and it's funny that it comes from like a TikTok influencer girly, but it's one of the best workouts for me. So I got it done. I didn't think it would be possible after the brutal leg day yesterday, but this concludes. Now I don't have to do any cardio after dinner. Sometimes I would just squeeze in like 15 minutes on the treadmill, but that is not necessary. So that wraps up, I think, all I need for footage in this vlog. Essentially, it's, you know, has nothing to do with video games today specifically, but though I did beat Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for Sega Genesis earlier today in between workouts, but this is kind of like what I've been trying to do. See sun first thing in the morning, and then yeah, keep it moving. There's a dog coming, but thank you so much for watching, and catch you in the next one. Later.